So who actually owns the red shoe? Well, that depends. Is just the sole red or is the whole shoe red? Hi friends, and welcome to another video. If this is your first time here, my name is Veronica. I'm a TV and radio presenter, and I would love to have you here in my YouTube family. So hopefully you will subscribe, like, and of course comment below this video. So today we're going to talk about red shoes. I'm going to show you my collection and tell you fun stories through history about red shoes. We're gonna start with, of course, the most famous red shoe, even if it is just famous for the bottom and not for the whole shoe, and that's, of course, Christian Louboutin. The ones that I have are Pigalle Follies 100 with the mock croc style, and this is the ones that I already explained that are too big for me because these are size 37 and my size is 36, so I had to put a lot of inserts and things in there to make it work because I couldn't find size 36 anymore. So I talked more about these shoes in this video if you haven't seen it yet. As you can see behind me, I have quite a collection of red shoes because obviously I love them. Most of you probably know that the first time we actually saw a red shoe was on Louis XIV. That was way back in the 1600s, and he was actually wearing shoes with a red heel, as you can see here, not the whole red shoe. So this is as far back as we know the red shoes go, but that's just the heel. So through the history we now have the Hans Christian Andersen story about red shoes, and then of course we come to the modern era. You all will remember the famous Wizard of Oz from 1939 and Dorothy's sparkly special red shoes. The fun part is that red shoes throughout the history were always kind of like connected either with nobility, like with Louis XIV, or with like some magic properties. So that's probably one of the reasons why we still love them so much. And if you didn't know, in 2011 Christian Louboutin actually sued Yves Saint Laurent because of the red bottom. At that time, Yves Saint Laurent created a shoe with a red bottom, and Christian Louboutin was saying, hello fellas, this is my trademark, so you cannot do that. Court of Appeal, I think in New York in 2012, granted that Christian Louboutin red sole deserves to be protected. But the catch was that the sole was protected, but not the shoe, which meant that Yves Saint Laurent could actually make the whole red shoe, just not other colors with red soles. So the trick is always in the details, but to this day Christian Louboutin red sole is actually protected. But if you see the whole red shoe with the red bottom, that's okay. If we go back to my collection, this one are my newest addition to my red shoe collection. This one are Gian Vito Rossi with a slightly thicker heel, and these are more on the darker red side, and as you can see they have a rounded toe, which is definitely different from most of my shoes because I do actually prefer a pointy toe. The next really in-your-face red shoes that I own are Valentino dupes. These are not original. I explained in one of my previous videos that I have two originals, which are beige and black, and then I have another colors in dupes because I love this design, I love this style, but quality to me doesn't justify the price, so I bought two originals, so I kind of, I made my peace with it. Well, these are real leather, they are not like PU or something. The quality is okay, I can wear them for TV studio or for special events, but I would not walk in those all day. And this one I would wear with jeans as well, not just for like special dresses and stuff like that. So the next shoes in my red shoe collections are actually a pair of Mangos. Most of my shoes are designer, but here and there I would find something cheaper that actually works, and this pair is really good actually. It is real leather, it's not PU. I think they were around 80 euros mark, but I bought them a few years ago, so I'm not so sure for the price. The inside and the upper part is real leather, but the sole is not leather, and that's what makes the difference. But this one I would usually wear for like events or for TV studio, and I like it because the heel is slightly shorter than I usually wear. I think this one is 8.5 centimeters. I'm used to 10, but it's much easier to stand all day in this, so I would wear them with, special occasions. The next red pair are Gianvito Rossi. You've seen these before. These are my favorite summer strappy sandals, and these are also in kind of like burgundy red, not like vivid red, and I love their straps so much. They are coated with something, which means they are really sticking to your legs without really digging into them. So you can wear them like this, tight quite high around your leg, and they will stay there for quite a long time. I think it was like 4 or 5 hours after I went to an event with them when they started kind of sliding a bit. So I went to the, ladies' room and kind of fixed them, and they were good for the rest of the night. So these are definitely a very good purchase. Like I said before, most of my shoes are high-end designer, but I have a few pairs who are much cheaper, and this is one of them. These are Guess. I have this in orange and blue as well, and this is dark red burgundy. Parts at the back are actually real leather. This is just some glass crystals, and the sole again is not leather, because then the price would be different. These are actually quite comfortable. I can walk in these all day. It's just because this lace, I'm not sure what it's made, but it doesn't breathe as it does with my Lesila lace ankle boots. So it's definitely lower quality, but it will do. You can actually walk in those all day, just not when it's like 30 degrees outside, Celsius of course. Then it's definitely too hot for these. But these were quite cute, and I obviously like them since I got them in all the available colors. The last shoes in my red shoe collection are this one. I know technically they are not all red, but they have red heel and red underneath the peep toe, and the zebra print, as you can see. These are Giuseppe Zanotti. These are satin, and then you have real leather sole and heel and everything else. And these shoes are, I'm trying to think, but I think it was like 2007, 2008, maybe 9, I'm not sure, but they're definitely over 10 years old, that's for sure. And I'm wearing them a lot. I really like them, and they have a little platform, which means that I'm quite high in them. Apart from a little bit of color transfer from driving, because yes, I drive in heels, they really are in amazing condition. The purpose of today's video was just to talk about red shoes. If you're interested in seeing how I style all of these shoes, let me know in the comments. I might record this video sometime in the future if you're interested. But like I said, the history of red shoe is very interesting. Red shoes are connected with either nobility and royalty through, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, to magic shoes if we go back to in between two world wars when the Wizard of Oz came out in 1939. And of course today we still connect red shoes with something, but that depends where you live, because in some countries red shoe is the epitome of elegance, is like the sexiest shoe ever, and in other countries will be inappropriate to wear to work or to official functions. So it all depends where you're coming from. Have a lovely day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.